Hi, I'm Melissa Cobb. Come fly with AOPA. This week, Parking Etiquette 101, electric flight training, and exploring the Chesapeake Bay by air.
AOPA keeps flying safe, accessible, and fun by protecting your freedom to fly. We are the most trusted one-stop resource for all things related to general aviation. Become an AOPA pilot today.
When it comes to parking our aircraft, we all have our own techniques and pet peeves, but really, in the end, it comes down to safety. And AOPA social media marketer Eric Webb shares some etiquette tips for parking your airplane on the ramp.
Today we're talking about airplane parking etiquette. We decided not to do a how to park an airplane video because there are so many different types of airplanes controlled in so many different ways. We've got nose wheel, tail wheel, free castering, spring loaded. So we're not doing a how-to, but more of a what not to do when you're parking your airplane. After you've landed and you're taxiing to the parking area, be aware of all of your surroundings. Be on the lookout for things such as vehicles, other aircraft, divots, potholes, lighting, people, anything that could possibly ruin your day. Even traffic cones and ropes left on a tie-down spot can really cause a lot of damage to your airplane. The only thing worse than damaging your airplane is damaging your airplane and somebody else's airplane. As you taxi to parking, be sure you're familiar with the area so that you don't accidentally park in someone else's reserved tie-down spot, or maybe one that's reserved for the flight school or the FBO if they have one. It's a good idea to call ahead if you can, check with somebody at the FBO if there is one, check with another pilot that may be there, and just take a look at the pavement and see if there's something that says reserved. While not always convenient or the easiest method, it's usually best to pull up perpendicular to a T-spot where you plan on parking your airplane rather than swinging your tail around and blasting other aircraft. Shut the airplane down, get out with the tow bar, and maneuver the aircraft into the parking spot. Be careful of wingtips, empennage, and other control surfaces that could impact the airplanes parked beside you. The other big thing that's sure to get any pilot riled up is prop blast. The number one thing you don't want to do is blast someone, their car, their airplane, or their hangar. If you plan on stepping away from your aircraft, be sure to either use your parking brake or chock the wheels and secure control surfaces before walking away, even if it's just a quick trip inside to use the restroom or grab a bottle of water. If you plan on leaving your airplane there for any period of time, be sure to check out Dave Toulis's video on how to tie down your airplane. And then let us know any of your airplane parking etiquette that you like to share with all of your fellow pilots out there. Comment down below, and then be sure to like and subscribe.
Great tips, Eric. So I've got to tell you all, this is no joke. When I went for my private pilot check ride, the examiner actually complimented me on the way I had parked the Cessna 172 when I arrived. I guess he had seen some pretty crazy parking jobs in his time. I just took it as a sign that the check ride was off to a good start. Well, it has been about a month since we've updated you on the AOPA Sweepstakes Cessna 170. That entry period closed near the end of December, and since then we've been getting ready to give away to the new owner. So AOPA social media marketer Kayla Hunt and AOPA Senior Vice President of Media and Marketing Colin Stagnito give us a behind-the-scenes look at what's going on with the airplane to get it ready to give away.
If you're like anybody else in the aviation community, you're probably wondering what the heck happened to the 2023 AOPA Sweepstakes Cessna 170B. Did they give it away? Did they not notify me? Well, I'm happy to report the airplane is here at the Barnstormers Workshop in Georgia, currently undergoing its annual, and it will be ready for the new owner very, very soon.
Well, while the airplane is getting ready, Ventura Associates, a marketing and promotion agency, is working on selecting the winner. They know all the ins and outs of sweepstakes promotions held around the nation, and they have a proprietary process for selecting the winner. It's so confidential that not even AOPA knows what the process is. And that's important because it means there's no way that anybody can influence the sweepstakes winner, not even AOPA. So you can be assured that everybody has the same equal chance of winning the sweepstakes. Well, we're excited to announce the winner, so stay tuned. And if you didn't win this airplane, you'll have another opportunity soon. We're going to announce the next sweepstakes airplane in the next couple of months.
Well, you know, this is not only an exciting time for AOPA members as they're waiting to find out if they are the one who has won the airplane. It's also exciting for the AOPA staff members who get to be a part of coming up with the big ruse for the giveaway. I've been able to be a part of that in the past, and I tell you, I can't wait to see what they come up with this year for this giveaway. Well, another update for you in the Vans aircraft bankruptcy protection case. So Vans has started shipping kits to customers who have agreed to pay higher prices for the kits that they ordered before the company had filed for bankruptcy protection in December. About 100 kits have shipped, and the company hopes to soon finalize offers for people who had also ordered an engine, propeller, or avionics package with their kit. Now, Vans has reportedly said that so far most of the prices increases have been in the 30% range, but one customer has filed an objection in the courts saying that he has been facing a 57% increase in the Vans RV10 kit that he had purchased and actually already paid for in full. Now, Vans is in the process of contacting about 1,800 more customers whose kits have parts that include some that were laser cut by an outside vendor, and some of those parts had started to have cracks at dimples. Now, Vans said that they will replace some, but not all of those parts. As we previously reported, Vans has checked all of those parts, determined them to be safe. They said that the cracks in question would not affect the safety or the strength or the service life of the part. We're going to continue following this. We'll provide more updates here as well as on our website, aopa.org. With some long-awaited good news for a flight school in California, new Vision Aviation has received an FAA Special Light Sport Aircraft exemption so that they can provide flight training in the electric Pipistrel Alpha Electro. They actually have a fleet of those. Now, the school had applied for this exemption way back in 2019. Joseph Oldham is the president and CEO of New Vision Aviation, and needless to say, he was a little shocked after so many years had gone by with little communication from the FAA when he got that approval in a couple days ago.
And getting that exemption was amazing. It was a big surprise to us. There was no fanfare ahead of it. They didn't give us any heads up. It just came through on an email to the city manager for Reedley, and she flipped it to me, and I was like, it was like really cool. Yeah.
And Joseph said that he really hopes that this will attract younger students and especially students from underserved communities. Well, you can read more about this on our website. We'll drop a link to the article in the description below. This week, we kick off our destination series of videos, and they will dovetail with articles that are coming up in the March issue of AOPA Pilot Magazine. First up this week, exploring the Chesapeake Bay by air with AOPA senior content producer Ian Twombly and AOPA senior photographer David Toulis.
So we're headed to Tangier Island, which is this really cool place in the middle of the Chesapeake. It was explored by John Smith, and I've never been there.
It's a subsistence fishing village, really.
Okay, cool.
But there are a couple good restaurants and ice cream store there that you can come to as a pilot. You can only get there via aircraft or on a boat of some sort or a ferry.
Yeah.
It's only about 600 people that live there.
Yeah.
But there are a couple of good restaurants there. There's a B&B or two, so pilots can come and land and stay overnight. Tangier traffic, Skylane 528 Mike Juliet, the left downwind runway 20, Tangier.
That's a beautiful little spot.
It is. Tangier traffic, Skylane 528 Mike Juliet, short final, runway 20.
All right, field main flaps coming in.
Like butter. Nice. Oh, look at you.
I mean, you gotta hold the nose off.
Wheelie, man.
Ian, what did you think about landing at Tangier Island for the first time in the middle of the Chesapeake Bay?
Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, as you can tell, it's It's windy. I mean, today's a beautiful day, and like on the mainland, the wind's almost nothing, but out here it's 10 knots. So yeah, it's windy, but it's right down the runway. It's great. There's no obstructions. There's water everywhere. You can get to see the houses out in the water, and I mean, you're right on. It's like everywhere you look, there's water. It's really quite beautiful. We toured just for a couple minutes. Now we're gonna head over to Crisfield, which is only about 14 miles away.
Yeah, over the beach. That's pretty.
You can watch Ian and David's full adventure on our YouTube channel. We'll drop a link in the description below. And if you haven't flown around the Chesapeake Bay area, I highly encourage you to make plans to do that. I've been to Williamsburg and Tangier Island, and they are just fantastic places to visit and explore. The people are amazing. There's so much history. Scenery is stunning, and the food is just to die for. And they're going to have part 2 actually coming up next week, and I know I can't wait to see the rest of that flight. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Fly with AOPA. Be sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all our latest videos. This week we leave you with more footage of flying around the Chesapeake Bay thanks to our very own video editor, Michelle Walker. And be sure to send in your flying videos. You just might see them on an upcoming show. And if you're not already an AOPA pilot, we'd love to have you join us. Just click the link at the end of this video to learn more about our trial membership. We'll see you next week.